From the beginning of time, man has always had a pursuit of the best quality of life possible. That quality of life is not possible without resources. The form of resources we have accumulated has changed over time from cowrie shells, state-controlled money, precious metals, real estate, and stocks and bonds. Over the past 100 years, the world has been dominated by the US dollar and its reserves. But everything that has a beginning also has an end. A new financial revolution is upon us with the emergence of a digital economy. The way we earn, spend, and accumulate resources is fundamentally changing. A new asset has appeared that the wealthy have overlooked. Bitcoin has become the best performing asset of the past decade by far. With only 21 million ever in existence, there are more millionaires and billionaires in the world today than there are Bitcoin. Just by holding 0.25 Bitcoin today will put you in the top 1% asset holders in the world in the next 5 to 10 years. If you had invested $100,000 in Bitcoin in 2013, today it will be worth more than $15 million. Bitcoin billionaire Raoul Pal says, Bitcoin's performance is so dominant and so all-encompassing that it is going to suck in every single asset narrative dry and spit it out. Never before in my career have I seen a trade so dominant that holding any other assets makes almost no sense. This is not an industry you can afford to ignore. If you want to remain in business, then you must adapt. Are you offering services in Bitcoin? Are you accepting payments with digital currencies? Have you adopted blockchain technology? Blockbuster Video at one point was the most dominant video service in the world. They had the opportunity to be part of Netflix, but they ignored the changing technology. Where is Blockbuster today? Where will you be tomorrow?
All right. It is Saturday morning. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. This is Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. I am the CEO and founder of Ivy League Crypto Academy, ILCA for short. Thank you for being here and taking time out of your schedule. This is going to be a great crypto talk this morning. A lot of information. Go ahead and type your name in the chat box and where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions for entertainment, educational, and training purposes only. And it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So, anything exciting happen this week in crypto? I made a post earlier that I said that this was a great week in crypto. You might say, wait, what? Brandon, what are you talking about? A great week in crypto. Bitcoin has dropped to like $16,000. FTX has gone belly up. Billions of dollars have left the space. How is this a great week in crypto? Now all the crypto critics, the people who never believed in or liked crypto in the first place, are coming out of the woodworks. Talking about it's over. The gig is up. It was a scam. Ponzi. They told you it was not going to work. And out of all that, what have I been saying since I've been doing crypto talks? I make more money when the market goes down than when the market goes up. That's because I know how to trade, but that's not what happened this past week. I made over $100,000 this past week. How did that happen? Well, I'll get into that and I will show. But I make more money when the market's going down than when it's going up, because it pays to be a part of our ILCA community. It pays to be educated. People come to me all the time and say, Brandon, I've got $10,000, $50,000. What should I invest in? And my answer to them is the same every single time. I say, invest in your education. And I say for less than $2,000, you can get your education. And they're like, no, I don't want to do all that. I ain't got time for all that. I just want to tell me what the right coin, tell me the right projects I can put money into. You know, people want to put $1 in the machine and pull out $3 at the end of the week without having to do anything. And it doesn't work that way. A couple of people get lucky, but it doesn't last. At the beginning, you saw an image that said the crypto storm is coming, something that I've been covering for the last couple of months in our ILCA community, because it's not something that you can stop, but it is something that you can prepare for. And your education gets you prepared so that when dips and things happen in the crypto space, you don't lose everything. Quite the opposite. You put yourself in a position to thrive off of the chaos. So when the world is screaming chaos, this is the greatest opportunity to be involved now. You want to start buying in when Bitcoin's at $69,000 or when it's at $16,000. And for those who are fearing, well, doesn't this mean this is the end of crypto? Crypto was here before FTX, and crypto will be here after FTX. This is a cycle. These things happen every 3 to 4 years. And it's always the off year of the Bitcoin halving. Kind of like those of you who understand politics. Congress always goes through a major sweep and change during what we call the midterm elections. Congress normally goes in the opposite direction of whatever the White House is until this year. But that's what it normally, traditionally happens. Same thing in crypto. The midterm of the Bitcoin halving is always when there's some chaos in the crypto space. But as all in the past, it's temporary and it always comes back up. So I've been around long enough now, this is my 6th year, to be able to see the patterns and know the changes and know when to get involved and when not to. I'm going to be doing a special ILCA live event, probably in Dallas, Texas in March. One of the topics we're going to cover is how to guarantee you will be financially well off with crypto. A guarantee, not because you're compounding your money and doing that kind of stuff. It is something that I can tell you that is a guarantee. I'm going to cover that at the next live event. You got to be there to hear that. And I've said it before. But I'm going to shut up saying it because I want to save it for that live event. But I made more than $100,000 this week when the market crashed on everybody. And I'm going to show you how and why that took place at the same time. But 2 weeks ago, before the FTX debacle, I was in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was at our Marketers Summit. And I was doing crypto talk for the inner circle. So today, this is an open crypto talk for the public, for everybody. I do that at least once a week so that those who are not part of our inner circle are not completely left out. But those in our inner circle are getting this every single day. And I did a crypto talk for the inner circle, and I was looking at the charts. I was taking a look at the lay of the land, and I said, and those of you who are on that can back me up. I said, tether. Now, what does that mean, tether? That just means take your coins off of the crypto and put it into a stable coin to preserve your value, because I believed the market was about to drop. I did not know about FTX at the time. I was just looking at where the current market was and what was about to happen. FTX just expanded on that. That Saturday, I came back home. 3 days later, the whole FTX drama happened live in our inner circle talk. 2 weeks ago, when I did crypto talk on the Saturday, I said it again. Tether. I said it again. Some of you did. Most people did not. The market, Bitcoin went from $20,000 into the $16,000 range. So you would have saved value, and the whole crypto market cap dropped by about $300 billion, the market cap. So, like I said, it pays to be in the inner circle. But something else also happened that I did not expect. I did not see coming. And if I was advised, I would have advised against. One of my clients, which also includes one of my investments, launched this past week, a couple of days ago. If I was advised, I would have said, are you crazy? Wait until 2023 to launch. So you must be crazy. I said, wait to 2023 to launch. And there was no fanfare on this launch. There was no hype. There was no major call as everybody getting ready for it. In fact, it launched at 2 a.m. my time, which is 5 a.m. Eastern time. And the project came out at 50 cents and it went all the way to $20. It's sitting right now at $8.40. This is what you will consider a very, very successful launch at the worst possible time, in the middle of a crypto storm, crypto crisis, FTX debacle. People made millions in less than 24 hours. So I'm shocked about it. I'm actually surprised about it, and I've been studying it all week to figure out why they had a success. And that company is my client, which is called WCL, launching the final chain coin. So I'm going to get to a share screen. It's going to look at the charts right now. I'm going to show that project and what happened, why it did what it did. Then we're going to talk about another major news that will more than likely go right under the radar screen of most people, but it is very, very, very important. So that, all right, so let's take a look at the crypto charts today. We've got the market cap is at 868 billion. I would like to see this at least over 900 billion. Because if it keeps hovering right here, I have a feeling that we're going to see this drop below the $15,000 range Bitcoin, going down to I say what my low is $10,000 to $12,000 is my low. However, other experts out there are saying that FTX is just the beginning. There is going to be another, and I agree. When I say the crypto storm is coming, there is one reason that I believe is going to really tank the entire crypto market cap. So much so that people will believe crypto is dead and gone. And that's Tether. In my opinion, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this collapses. And when it does, we're talking about it's going to be a bigger impact than 65 billion that they have a market cap of. It's going to be $100 billion issue, because it's going to be a cascading effect of other businesses that's tied to Tether, that's relying on it. They're all going to suffer. So it's not just that Tether goes down. It's going to take a lot with it. Just like FTX went down, but it didn't go down by itself. It took a lot with it. What was the crash before that? Terra Luna wasn't the only one that went down. Voyager and all Celsius, all the others went down with it. But this is going to be the big one. And if Robert Kiyosaki is correct, it's going to cause Bitcoin to drop to around the $1,500 to $2,000 range. That's a little extreme to me. But if that does happen, I won't be sleeping for months. I will be doing everything possible to make as much money as I can to buy as much Bitcoin as possible at $1,500 or $2,000. Think of it when Bitcoin got to $69,000 1 year ago, this month. How many people would have wished it was at 16,000 so you could buy in? Would you rather buy at 16,000 or 69,000? Because think about that. 1 year ago, Bitcoin was $69,000. And everybody wanted to buy Bitcoin. It's $16,000 right now. You don't see a rallying cry for people to want to buy Bitcoin. This is when you should be buying it. Okay. So we've got to go week to week because I didn't do this. Last one I did was last Saturday. No, I did not do Crypto Talk last Saturday. I was at the conference, the men's conference. Oh, it's been 2 weeks. Yeah. So last time I did Crypto Talk, I told everybody to tether 2 weeks ago. All right. So week to week, Bitcoin is down 2.4%, Ethereum 6.4%, BNB is down 6.6%, Ripple's down 1.5%, Doge is down 2%, Cardano was down 8%, Matic is down 18.8% on the week. Wow. Polkadot's down 3.1%. Lido staked Ether is down 5.9%. Shiba Inu is down 7.7%. But look, oh, here's the outlier. This is what when we teach you guys how to read the charts, you always look for what is that one that's sticking out. Out of all this red, I see two. I see OKB, Litecoin, and Leo token. Out of the top 20 are in the green, and Leo by 11.5%, OKB by 8.3%. OKB is benefiting from FTX. I find that interesting. So everybody is flocking out of the crypto exchanges, but OKB's not a decentralized exchange. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is OKB decentralized? I don't think so. But everyone's flocking into OKB, up 8.3% on the week, 5.5% in 24 hours. Best performers over the past week. Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet benefited huge. You want to know why? Because you can own your own private key with Trust Wallet. Whereas all the centralized exchanges, people got scared, pulling their money out and running straight to Trust. I should have thought of this more than a week ago. And had I really thought of that, I would have bought a gang of Trust coins. They're going to continue to have a rise because of this. And we're going to cover one of the articles is this one. Yeah. Crypto users are jumping to DeFi platforms. So yeah, Trust had a huge bump. GMX is up 18.8. The Open Network is up 16.8. Leo tokens up 11.5. OKB 8.3. Chili 7.6. Airweave, Thorchain, Ethereum Name Service 5. Monero. All right, who's the worst performers over the past week? Tokenized Exchange. Wow, that flatlined. Down 24.7. Solana. Whoa, Solana had a real dump. 23.1. BTSE token 22.8. Evmos, Matic, Kronos. I want to see if Kronos is going to be able to. They've got a lot of bad press because they made some stupid unforced errors themselves. So people are afraid is Kronos going to be next. I would be shocked if that happens, but I can't rule it out as a possibility. But I already can't imagine them changing the Staples Center name from Crypto.com Arena back into something else. Like FTX did, the Miami Arena. No longer FTX anymore. Near Protocol, Huobi, CRV is down 16.9. So we're still seeing double-digit down in the past week after the FTX debacle. How did I make $100,000 plus? How did I make that? Oh, my dad. Hey, Dad, I'm right in the middle of a broadcast. Is everything okay?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
You good?
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. If you need anything, call Chris. I got to check on my dad. He had surgery last week. All right. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. How did I make six figures over the past week? And I'm not the only one. It's my client. One, I tethered. So I didn't lose my value when the market went down, but I didn't do any trading. And I haven't come back in the market yet either. But my client, WCL, you haven't heard me talk much about them in the past 6 or 7 months since I got back from
the Dallas event when was that? Was that in May? I think it was May at the Gaylord Hotel. And at that event, they announced that they were coming out with a brand new blockchain, a blockchain called Final Chain. And the value of this blockchain was the fact that it was going to do something different. Now, you've got the Bitcoin blockchain, which is proof of work. You've got the Ethereum blockchain, which is now proof of stake. The Final Chain blockchain was going to be something different called proof of trust. Well, what does that mean? Trust. Well, the way it's programmed is programmed to be the fastest blockchain in the world, doing over 1 million transactions per second. Now, I've had a chance to meet all the main players behind WCL, including the person behind the Final Chain project, Roy Kim. And I got to say, his English is getting a little better. When I first met him, he knew nothing. It was more than a year ago. So when I was doing due diligence on the company, I didn't fully understand the direction that WCL was going in, because before that, it was all about the IMC coin. And when I did my research on that, because they had its own exchange, Emit Exchange, IMX Exchange, I compared it to OKB and saw, wow, I can make a fortune off of this. I said, I need to have at least 50,000 tokens. And I did. I got 50. It cost me almost $17,000 to get 50,000 tokens. Why would I do that? Because I knew, based on what I saw happening in the future, not tomorrow. So this is a lot of people think, you want to get rich next week. You got to look 2 to 3 years down the road. So what I was looking at, if they fail by 90%, then I can probably pull about $250,000 off of this. That was that was how I looked at it. So I said, let me get 50,000 and then sit on it. But with them moving to Final Chain, I was concerned about, well, what is that going to mean for the IMC token? What does that mean? What's going to happen to it? But we were given the option of swapping our IMC coins into Final Chain. There's only one problem, in my opinion. I'm going to share this. There's going to be a WCL corporate call at 1 p.m. Eastern. I may be speaking on that. They may ask my opinion, and I'm going to share there exactly what I'm about to say now. I'm going to get a little more detail then, but I didn't know what the value of Final Chain was. I knew the value of IMC, and IMC had 300 million tokens that was going to be available, and Final Chain was 1 billion. And so they said, when you swap it, you're getting a 5-to-1, meaning I get, for every 5 IMC coins, I'm only getting 1 Final Chain. And I said, are you crazy? There's only 300 million IMC, 1 billion Final Chain. Why am I getting less? It should be the opposite. It should be for every 1 IMC coin, I get 5 Final Chain. That's how I was looking at it. Or 3 at least. So without knowing the value, I was skeptical. I questioned what they were doing. But I'm not stupid either. I said, if the company is putting its focus on the Final Chain, then I think that's where I need to have my focus as well. So I swapped half of my IMC tokens into Final Chain tokens, half of it. And I kept the other half in IMC. And then I sat back and I just wanted to watch. Now, as a full disclosure, I am not part of corporate for WCL. I am not on their staff. I am an independent agent that they hire to teach crypto education. Masteryourcrypto.com is using my crypto education. Now, you might say, well, what's the difference between that and ILCA? Is Master Your Crypto has 3 of my courses: Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, How to Trade Bitcoin and Cryptocurrencies. And then I do a live training for them every Monday night. ILC has everything. So that's just the difference. That's just for their community. So I've been doing that perfectly fine. And I've been watching. And then all of a sudden, earlier this week, right before I was doing a special late night crypto talk, I get word that
the final chain was about to launch, the FinCoin, on LBank and was going to be listed on CoinMarketCap. And I was like, what? I didn't hear nothing about that. There was no hype. There was no buildup, which is actually a good thing. They didn't. Because I compared Fin's final chain's launch to Nugent. You guys know Nugent. I've got more than half a million Nugent coins. And I remember that launch. And so I was able to see the difference, but it said it was going to launch at 2 a.m. my time. I had already been up since like 4 a.m. that morning. So I was dead tired. So I was like, all right, because after that talk, I was going straight to sleep. So I said, all right, I'm going to set my alarm. So I'll pop back up at 2 a.m. So I set my alarm. Well, before that, since it was listed on CoinMarketCap, we had a contract address. Oh, this is Saturday. I don't show my wallets. Okay, I'm not. You guys got to be in the inner circle to see that. But we did it live where we took the contract address and we added it to Trust Wallet so that we can see it, that it was real. It was about to come out. Then I went on LBank and pulled it up, and LBank had a countdown clock for the token. But I was able to, right before the launch, I saw something else that got me excited. We had the value of what the coin was going to be at launch, 50 cents. 50 cents. Why did that excite me? Well, remember my initial issue that IMC, we're getting 5 to 1. Well, IMC right now is worth 6 cents, a little bit less than 6 cents. So let me just do the math here. If I had 50,000 tokens and I'm going to be generous and give them 6 cents, that's worth $3,000. Okay. Now the FinCoin 5 to 1, that leaves me with 10,000 tokens. 10,000 tokens at 50 cents is 5,000. So just coming out the gate, my value of FinCoins is more than my value of IMC at the current moment, because they're both will be public for sale. But here's what ended up happening. Fin came out the gate, and like all new launch projects, they always start going up. And then you reach to a point where the sell-off happens. Now, this is the key to what happens to a project long-term. What happened with Nugent, when it launched and it went up, the sell-off happened almost immediately, and it came down and it kept going down and it kept going down. It just kept going to what is Nugent right now? Let me pull up CoinCarp. All right, let's pull up Nugent. So Nugent is at 10 cents. It launched at 70, what was it, 70 or 75 cents? One of those where it launched at. And it just kept going down, and it has settled around the 10-cent range. And it's not because the project failed. There's two main reasons why this project did that. One is in a bear market, the entire market came down, but two, because of the community themselves. See, now here's Nugent's launch. Came up and then crashed, and it stayed here. A successful launch is that when it goes up and the sell-off happens and it stops around halfway, and then it can kind of maintain itself, but it's still above launch price. Okay, that's when you can see a successful launch. This is almost impossible to do right now because of the bear market. But what happened here was all the people inside of Nugent couldn't wait for it to go live because they only wanted to do one thing. They wanted to sell. Well, if you're going to sell, you need to have somebody that's willing to buy it. And if you have a brand new coin that comes out that nobody knows about, it hasn't proven itself yet, you're not going to have a whole bunch of buyers. And if the majority of the people that does know about it is in the community and all they're doing is selling, then potential buyers out there, they see no value in this. So they're not going to come in and buy it for now. It will later, I have no doubt. I think Nugent will have a skyrocket, but not until the entire crypto market turns around. But here's what happened with Final Chain Coin. It came out the gate at 50 cents. By the time CoinCarp got it, hold on. Give me all. Oh, not a day. Oh, this not. Okay, I'll do it that way. So here's the difference. 50 cents. You see that? Went all the way up to, this is showing, chart is showing $15. It actually got over $20. $20 a coin from 50 cents. Now, let's do the math again. Remember, I had 10,000. 10,000 times 20. That's $200,000. Then the sell-off happened. And it came down to here. But look at where the bottom price was. $6.10. What did it come out the gate at? 50 cents. The sell-off dropped it to $6. So that meant that same 10,000 just off the sell-off is now $60,000. But then something happened. It bounced right back up to $11 range, and ever since then, it's been going between 11 and $8, bouncing back and forth. This is a successful launch, and it's impressive because it happened in the middle of a crypto crisis of people not wanting to invest. There's two reasons why this was a successful launch. Two main reasons. One, the WCL community is more educated than the Nugent community was. I know that for a fact because I'm the educator. I've been teaching them for a whole year now. But two, they did something different than Nugent. All of the WCL people were not able to sell all of their tokens on launch day. This went straight to the public. So it's a public buy sell. And I tested it out. I bought in. I couldn't get in at 50 cents. I got in at, it was like $1.70. And $1.70 and went up to $20. And I didn't even use my own money. I pulled money from a different coin. This is what we call flipping it. Like if you heard my story, when I say I started in crypto with $30 and I flipped that to six figures in 3.5 months, I did the same exact thing. But I took money from a different coin, put it on Final Chain. It went up. I sold part of it of what I pulled out from my other coin, put it back in my other coin, and now it's all profit. That's on top of the coins I have. Now, how did I get Final Chain coins before if you're not able to buy them? I was mining it. I've been mining it for months. I didn't look at it until the first time the other day. What was that site again? I'm just showing you how green I am on this. I bookmarked it. What was it? Let me go see. Oh, yeah. mynode.finalchain.org. I'm mining this. I don't even know. That's Korean. All right, let me see. Yeah, I'm mining this. every single day. It's that old saying, would you rather buy the golden egg or the golden goose producing golden eggs every single day? And now look at this. Today's the 19th. Yeah, I've been mining. Every day I'm getting told. I haven't paid attention to this for months. Now, you really want to do dream mode. What happens? Because if this project was able to do this and maintain at $8.40, or I'm sorry, $8.58 in the middle of a crypto storm, what do you think this is going to happen when the market turns around? When the entire crypto space goes to 3 trillion that it was just 1 year ago. 1 year ago, this was 3 trillion. Bitcoin above $60,000 a coin. Ethereum above $4,000 a coin. What do you think is going to happen to this price? I got it on LBank as well. $8.69. What happens if that goes to $100 a coin? 10,000 times $100 a coin. That's $1 million. How much did I spend? $17,000. It pays to be crypto educated. Now, how can you get your hands on FinCoins right now? There's 2 ways. You can go to LBank and buy them at $8.60. 24 hours ago, it was almost at $13. You can buy it, or you can get back with whoever you know that is a part of the WCL community. They will send you a link and you can buy node or access to nodes and mine it every single day like I am. Dang, this goes back. I haven't looked at any of this. You go back 9 pages. October 20th, October 18th. Look at all this. I wasn't paying attention to any of this. What day did I start mining this? August 10th? Wow. I've been mining this since August 10th. Now you want to talk about passive income? See, Brandon, how come you're not in these programs that you can do passive money and blah, 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 blah? I believe in passive. I just believe in doing it a little different way based on my experience. Not because I think anything is bad or good. Just based on my experience, I do things a certain way. So, if you learned about any of this because of me, send me a private message and I will show you how. And I will also, there's going to be a corporate call on this in 2 hours. We're going on an hour and 20 minutes from now. I don't know if I'm speaking or not. I don't know. But I will be on it. If they ask my opinion, I will be sharing. I will be talking. But you just purchase packages that you get your hands or nodes, or you're mining this every single day. You can start for as low as $100. All the way up to what is it? Well, let me log in and see. From 100 to if you want to buy access to nodes. All the things that I always focus on when it comes to crypto projects has to do with the project itself, not recruiting and all that kind of stuff. I can make money doing that on anything. Packages. 40,000. So 40,000 or 50,000 because I've got the $10,000 pack. So $50,000 or $100 to 50,000 is what you can do. Let me log into my other accounts. One I just created to buy this. Let's see what's displayed. Membership pack. Yeah, they got the $100 pack on here. So 500, yeah, to 50,000. So wherever you want, the higher pack you get, the more of these tokens you're getting when the mining comes. All right. So that is that. That's how I made more than 6 figures in the past week. I'm actually amazed by that. I am, in other words, pleasantly surprised is the word I want to use. Pleasantly surprised. I did not see this coming. I definitely didn't think this was going to happen. I thought it would do like this. This is Nugent. This is what happens when you have an uneducated community. And don't think that we didn't try. Rick, send me a private message. Don't think we didn't try. Before Nugent launched, members of this community was watching what was going on in their Telegram group and was sending them, hey, y'all need to get crypto educated. And they said, well, how do I get crypto educated? Said, we got a guy, Bitcoin Brandon, who's teaching this. He's doing a free 5-day challenge, free. And then other members in that community, oh no, Brandon's making money. That's not fair. If you want to get crypto education, go to YouTube and Google for free. Really? You're trying to make millions of dollars. You're investing $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, not educated, but you're scoffing at any type of crypto education for a couple $100 because you think somebody else is going to make money. So you tell them to go to YouTube and get it for free. Yeah, and this is the result of that. And people screaming bloody murder. But a community, a company that said, Brandon, we want your crypto education for our members. If you have an educated community, guess what? Your company will do better. What happened? They had an educated community, and you get this. I'm just saying. Sometimes documentation beats conversation every day of the week. So now let's flip into some news, some important news. And I'm watching this real closely, what's going on with LBank, the final chain. And I hate that I wasn't paying attention last night. We got to $13 because I would have sold and then bought back in at $8. Let it come back up, sell again. And then, in fact, you know what? I'm going to do something live for all of you guys. I'm going to do something live. Normally, I will only do this for the inner circle, but this is play money. All right. And then we're going to get into some news. So let me log in. All right. I'm going to put a sell order in on this. Just in case I'm not paying attention. Okay, I want to put sell-fin, selling price. I want is $12. Selling amount, 75% of it. And sell. So I'm going to sit on that. And when it hits, then I'm going to put a buy amount in, probably back at maybe at $9. I'm going to keep flipping it like that. This is good practice. In fact, just to give you guys a heads up, I've been talking with some of our other top people in ILCA, and we're thinking of taking advantage of some projects like these that gives you real world experience. Can I ask, Amy, you spent to make the 100,000? I spent $17,000. That's what I spent to have in assets to have those tokens. And then at its value right now, it's $8,600, $86,000. But it was almost over 200,000 when it was at $20 a coin. So we're going to be bringing some things to our community that allows you to get some real world experience. It's one thing to learn from just watching and reading, but like me, when I first learned how to trade, I had only $30 and it took me 24 hours to have enough courage to hit the sell button or the trade button. And then once I began to trade and getting that experience, there's nothing more learning than experience. So we're gonna have a couple of things for you guys that you can practice, real world practice on how things work. So you'll know how to move things around, how to read the charts. When you've got a little bit, I'm not talking about a lot of money, but a little bit of money involved, you know, your brain pays attention a little bit more risk to that. You really start to learn. So be on the lookout for that. But this is a good practice as well. I already made my money back when I bought. I moved it right back to the coin I took it from, and I'm in a large profit. So now I'm just play money. All right. So let's look into some of the news. First up is, because of what happened with FTX, we've got people are starting to realize what I've been preaching for the last couple of years. One of the major ways, what is that, Leonard? Final pay for my training that I was lacking. There you go. Wait. What do you mean, Leonard? How did it pay for your training? All right. One thing that I say in the crypto storm is coming. And by the way, 1 week from today, I will be doing a special late night crypto talk. And I only do it once a month. And it's titled "The Financial Crypto Storm is Coming." And I'm going to tell you exactly what's coming. I'm going to give you examples of how it's going to come, so that now that we know where it's coming, we know how to get ourselves prepared to not only survive it, but to also thrive on the other side of it. Where most people, and this is in my opinion, most people are going to lose most, if not all, of their crypto portfolio before you see the entire crypto industry explode. Just like what happened with the internet and the dot-com era. People thought that the internet era was over because of the dot-com bubble burst. Oh, no, it was just a birthing of something new. But it wiped out all of those old hands, the wild, wild west. The regulation and stuff's going to need to be in place, but can you survive that? See, FTX was a perfect example of what I have been saying. You do not leave your money on crypto exchanges. Even Kevin O'Leary lost a fortune. And I've said it time and time and time again. And those of you that were on that call the last month, you just witnessed what I was talking about. So we're going to talk about that in even more detail next Saturday, because that's only one of the ways. There's more. There's more. So now that people learned the hard way, people lost millions. I know people who put their nose up to me, didn't think they needed crypto education, that lost a fortune with FTX. And I see them on social media, man, don't put your money on exchanges. Really? Isn't that what I've been saying? But you don't think you know better? You don't want to get crypto educated? But here's what's happening. Crypto users jump to DeFi platforms in the wake of FTX's CeFi crash. Centralized finance. Don't look now, but the FTX collapse has spurred a wave of interest in decentralized finance platforms. DeFi, and isn't this interesting? Let me show you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm creating. Oh, you can't see it from there. Let me move it over here. Aha. I am almost finished with the DeFi lessons. Think I am on which I've got 10 of them finished. And I don't think there's going to be 15 for this. I think I might only ended up at what about 12? Yeah, I'm on 10. What is decentralized finance? How to invest, use cases, DeFi examples, DeFi coins, DeFi projects, DeFi stocks, yield farming, top 10 yield farming protocols, DeFi and cryptocurrencies. So yeah, this I finished this last night. I was up late. That's right. Give you guys a sneak peek on this. The future is in DeFi, as far as with crypto, DeFi, NFTs, and metaverse. You know, programmable money. How is DeFi different from Bitcoin? I'll give you one lesson here. While Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that operates on its own blockchain and is used mostly as a store of value, DeFi is a concept that describes financial services that are built on public blockchains, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, that, for example, enable users to earn interest or borrow against their cryptocurrency holdings. DeFi is comprised of a variety of applications around financial services, such as trading, borrowing, lending, and derivatives. DeFi versus CeFi. That's exactly what's in the news. This is why I say crypto education is so important, because once you get educated and then you're seeing what's going on in the news, this makes sense to you and you know what to do with it. You know how to take this information and profit from it. That's why the inner circle is so important. Once you've got the education, the information we find in the inner circle can allow us to make a whole lot of money. So Leonard, you bought 76 coins at $1.40. You sold 7 coins at $15. And you made your investment back. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this is all about. All right, so DeFi protocols are experiencing double-digit increases in the number of users over the past week, according to data from Nansen, the blockchain analytics platform. MakerDAO, DeFi's largest protocol with $6.5 billion of total value locked, has created addresses by a third, has increased addresses by a third in the last week. And other top 10 protocols have also attracted huge jumps in users, with Aave, a lending protocol, notching a 70% increase, and Curve, a DEX, which is a 63% spike. Lender Compound and Yield Booster Convex also drew 30% rises in users, according to the data Nansen shared with the Defiant. So here's some protocol. MakerDAO, and get familiar with this term DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations. We are looking into right now bringing to the community a way to be a part of a DAO and learn in staking. So just stand by. You know, we're looking at doing something that's going to be a great way to get some experience with this. So we got MakerDAO, Aave, and DEX, Curve, a DEX, decentralized exchange, a 63% spike for DEX. Compound, Maker, Aave, Compound. Why is that sounding familiar to me? Maker, wait, hold on. No, that's yield farming. One of these lessons I cover Aave. Yeah, I know I did. This was on the top 10. Let me see here. We got Aave. Oops. Compound, CRV, Uniswap, Instadap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, Venus Protocol. Yeah, Aave. Okay. I knew we had it covered. Yeah, you guys are getting real sneak peek. Now I don't do this for the public. All right. Take control. It appears that crypto users are eager to take control of their digital assets in the wake of bankruptcy of FTX, the number 2 crypto exchange worldwide, and one that was now notoriously centralized and run by a black box model of scant transparency and questionable practices. You haven't seen the end of this yet. Unfortunately, this is getting politicized. That's the last thing we wanted to happen in the crypto space. But it also means it's going to be a predictable outcome. So I'm going to make a lot of money off of them politicizing this because I know which way to move. Because we know what they're going to do first. So anyways, and we'll be covering that in our inner circle. Massive outflows. There's evidence of people prioritizing self-custody, at least for this moment, he told The Defiant. Lee said there were massive outflows of both Ether and stablecoins from exchanges in the past week as potentially further evidence in people's push to self-custody. Nansen defines a user as a unique address that interacts with another address or smart contract with which the company labels as belonging to a given protocol. The implication is that if people are taking Ethereum off exchanges, they are at least in part withdrawing the asset to their own wallets. So in other words, what they're saying is people aren't pulling their money off the exchanges and moving it to their bank accounts. They're moving it off exchanges and moving it to other wallets that they control. You own the private key. In support of this analysis, Ian Rogers, Chief Experience Officer at Ledger, which produces the hardware wallets often used by people to self-custody their digital assets, reported that November 15th was a record day in sales for the company. In addition to the double-digit increases in percentage of users of major protocols, Uniswap, another DEX, had the second largest volume of all crypto exchanges this week. On November 14th, the DEX hit a 1.1 billion in volume in a 24-hour period, second only to Binance and ahead of Coinbase. This is also why you saw Trust Wallet's coin skyrocket. The surge in DeFi comes after FTX morphed. Wow, just like that, I lost my place. Go back here. The surge in DeFi comes after FTX morphed from a crypto ambassador to bankrupt embarrassment in little more than a week. The moment may prove pivotal for the crypto industry, but not in the ways outsiders think. See, outsiders think, oh, it's game over, like Peter Schiff. No. Says many in traditional finance and the mainstream media view crypto as a monolithic industry, yet that's wrong. The blockchain proposition is divided into myriad of sectors, and DeFi, predicated on the purest application of decentralized governance, is structurally and practically different from the FTXs, Binances, and Celsiuses of the world. The surge in DeFi comes after FTX morphed from crypto ambassador to bankrupt embarrassment in little more than a week. The moment may prove pivotal for the crypto industry, but not in the ways outsiders think. Not your keys, not your coins. So those of you in our community, if you're a founding member or you're in the inner circle, you've been hearing this all year long. Those of you that's part of the WCL community, you've been hearing this since last year, since I've been teaching you guys. Yet despite the catchphrases promoting self-custody and hardware wallets like Ledgers, players like BlockFi, Celsius, and Voyager Digital become major forces during crypto's last bull run, despite controlling customers' private keys. Withdrawals. BlockFi, Celsius, and Voyager have all suspended customer withdrawals this year, implying simply that the company did not have the deposited assets on hand. FTX joined these companies last week in halting withdrawals, but its failure to produce customer funds is surprising.
due to its coziness with deep-pocketed financial institutions such as venture capitalist Sequoia Capital and Tiger Global. By embracing the practices of TradeFi and buying naming rights to sports arenas and getting celebrities like Tom Brady to shield for its services, FTX championed the idea that crypto was finally mainstream. Amid all the mayhem of the last couple of weeks, a raft of global financial institutions have continued to execute research and development projects with blockchain-related technology. On Tuesday, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and other banks joined the New York Federal Reserve in a pilot project to put deposits on distributed ledgers. This should be the biggest news of the world right now. Wait, isn't there a war going on in Ukraine? Isn't the Biden granddaughter getting married? Did the Republicans just gain control of the House? Isn't there a massive winter storm going on in the Northeast? Why is this the biggest news in the world? Those of you that are financial literate understand. We are talking about the fundamental shift and change in the banking industry, the biggest change in more than 400 years. You understand this? That is going to impact every single man, woman, and child on this planet. And we are watching the beginning of this. So let me help some people understand, especially those that are Bitcoin and crypto critics, even from my own CMO. See, I learned two things about blockchain, crypto, when I started doing my own research. Number one, I had an open mind. I put all of my preconceived thinking of what I thought it was out of my head, because I thought that Bitcoin and crypto was nothing but a Ponzi scheme and using monopoly money. But when I actually started to learn, I realized that crypto is not this. This is the main mistake 90% of the critics in crypto think. This is how they're thinking. Even if they unconsciously, they're still, this is what they think. It is not here to replace this. It is not money. It is technology. Blockchain technology represents and is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today and tomorrow. Every single one. There will be no industry untouched by this. And then the second thing that I learned is that cryptocurrencies. Now, listen closely to how I say this. Maybe I need to expand this a little bit more. Not cryptocurrencies is going to replace our money. Cryptocurrencies represent the greatest economic shift in wealth. So I gotta break this down like we're in LSAT. Cryptocurrencies represent, not replace, represent. What is represented in that? The entire digital space, which also includes CBDCs, represents the greatest economic shift. I said economic shift, not financial shift. Economics, it incorporates a whole lot of things than this. It's the economy. The greatest economic shift in wealth. Wealth, what does that mean? I didn't say in money. I didn't say in riches. I said in wealth. You can be wealthy and have no money in your bank account because you own assets. You understand this? The greatest economic shift in wealth. And then I say in the history of mankind, meaning in all of human history. And I don't stop there. I then say for the most amount of people. Why is that last part important? Because most people in history didn't even have access to wealth. Those of you who's watching House of Dragon and Game of Thrones, it's all about your name, your family name, where you were born.
Those of you who don't want to use that as a service, if you want to know, American history, British history, it's all about titles and land that a commoner can only get that based on their own efforts. Yet most people that had wealth was passed down to them because of their name. They were born into it, or they had the right skin color, or they spoke the right language. There's no barrier of entry. It doesn't matter where you were born, what language you speak. Doesn't matter if you have a college degree or not, if you're a man, woman, or child, if you're black, white, or Asian, or Latino, none of that matters. You only need a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn. And if you have that, with this beginning of this revolution or evolution, however you want to call it or look at it, and you keep running around thinking that it's money, you're going to be asked out. The greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. It don't matter if you don't believe it or not. Your opinion is irrelevant. This is happening whether you like it or not. The question is, are you positioned to take advantage of it, or do you still want to run around screaming that you're right? Would you rather be right, or would you rather be rich? I went off on a tangent there. I didn't mean to. Because some people still don't get it. This right here. So yeah, we can spend our time talking about how FTX is tied to the Democratic Party with the midterm elections, how the government has a deep state to usher in a new era. We can spend all our time and energy on all that crap. That's not going to change anything. Or we spend our energy understanding what's going on and figuring out how we're going to profit off of it for ourselves and our families for the next 3 generations. Which one do you think I choose? One thing that I do not do is get into political debates, religious debates, conspiracy theory debates, nor am I a defendant and a cheerleader for Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain. I don't waste my time and energy. I am not a true believer. What I am is a realist, which means I look at what is taking place, whether I want it to or not, and figure out how can I benefit from it. Does that make sense? So you might think that my passion is blockchain and crypto, and it's not. That ain't my passion. It's a tool. My passion is education. Everything that I do now in crypto, I was doing before I was in crypto. I was just doing it in the network marketing space. I was the Bitcoin. Yeah, that's stuck in my head. I was the mindset business coach for years before I ever got into crypto. I have more years under my belt and more videos on that than I do on crypto. Go check my YouTube channels. I just recognize a fundamental change that's happening, just like the third industrial revolution. Go watch on the History Channel, the men who built America. That was the third industrial revolution. We are now going through the fourth. And what the banks are doing right now that everybody's ignoring should be number one in the news. Well, I went on a way off tangent on that. Let me keep going. JP Morgan Chase, the number one U.S. bank, who's ran by a guy who does not publicly believe in Bitcoin and crypto. Privately, he does. Highlighted the distinction between DeFi and CeFi. While the news of the collapse of FTX is empowering crypto skeptics, we would point out that all of the recent collapses in the crypto ecosystem have been from centralized players and not from decentralized protocols. Now, this is weird. For this to come out of JP Morgan's mouth, they are all for centralization if they control it. Okay? They control it. But for them to admit, they said, hey, I think we need to point out that the collapses have come from the centralized players, not the decentralized. I wonder what they're going to do with that information. They got a report on that? Hold on. This might be some extra reading for me because I've been covering JP Morgan. So why should you guys learn this information while this is loading? I'm a Morehouse man. Legacy. I want the Ivy name. Like, yeah, I've been binge watching Game of Thrones all over again after House of Dragon. And it's something Corliss said. He said, history does not remember blood. History remembers names. I want the Ivy name to go down in history. Legacy. Okay, JP Morgan. U.S. mid and small cap banks. Crypto Banking Weekly. U.S. mid and small cap banks. JP Morgan's got a series that they're covering just on crypto. Look at this. This is their, I need to save this site. Collapse of FTX might prove to be the catalyst that moves the utility value of crypto 2 steps forward. All right. When you've got critics out there running their mouth, it's game over in crypto. It's over. JP Morgan just said that this collapse is 2 steps forward for the value of crypto. What? Collapse of FTX, a painful step back, but might prove to be the catalyst that moves crypto 2 steps forward. Our take on the week in crypto. What are this they covering here? Spotlight on FTX ecosystem, key developments in the week, venture capitalist corner, stablecoins, Web 3.0, DeFi, NFTs, global crypto market size and landscape, cryptocurrencies and index, cryptocurrencies trading volumes, fund flows and digital asset investment products, Bitcoin flows and liquidity, DeFi market cap, NFT collections of the week. November 11th, 2022. Wow. Contents, analysts. I might have to have another series just to cover this. This is JP Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't HODL News or crypto.com or nothing. JP Morgan. How many people bank with Chase? How many of those people banking with Chase do you think even understand or know what Bitcoin is? Okay, now we got not get sidetracked on that. I want to look at this news here. U.S. banks launch a digital dollar blockchain pilot. Mainstream financial institutions are working with the Federal Reserve to test a digital currency platform. While the crypto market is shaken to its core by the failure of FTX, traditional financial institutions are taking a step into the world of digital currency. A group of banking institutions, including HSBC, MasterCard, and Wells Fargo, announced on Tuesday the launch of a proof-of-concept digital money platform called the Regulated Liability Network. What? That is a term I need to mark down. The Regulated Liability Network. Wells Fargo. Members of the U.S. banking and payments community involved in this proof of concept. Interesting. Proof of work, proof of stake, proof of trust, but the banks have something called proof of concept. Are pleased to be working alongside the New York Innovation Center that is part of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. According to the group, the platform will use distributed ledger technology, better known as a blockchain, to create opportunities to improve financial settlements. It would also draw participation from central banks, commercial banks, and regulated non-banks, including BNY Mellon, Citi, PNC, SWIFT, TD Bank, Truist, and US Bank. The entire world is using these banks. In response to the announcement, exiled whistleblower Edward Snowden tweeted simply, "It begins." The potential of central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, has long held the interest of banking officials. CBDCs are digital versions of a state's fiat currency and are similar to stablecoins, pegged at a 1-to-1 ratio with a specific fiat currency. The group says the RLN will run for 12 weeks and only operate in US dollars. Participants will issue simulated digital tokens representing customer deposits and settle through simulated central bank reserves on a shared blockchain. The group says the project will include a regulatory framework aligned with existing regulations like Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering requirements. They will also test the feasibility of extending the platform to support other digital assets like stablecoins. Following the project's conclusion, the group says it will publicize the pilot program's results, adding that participants are not required to participate in future incentives. This project will be conducted in a test environment and only use simulated data. It is not intended to advance any specific policy outcome, nor is it intended to signal that the Federal Reserve will make any imminent decisions about the appropriateness of issuing a retail or wholesale CBDC, nor how one would necessarily be designed. Okay, that's all false. The decision has already been made. This is just for public show. The United States would not be the first to attempt to develop a national digital currency. China has already begun work on a digital yuan. In September, Australia moved ahead with its pilot project for a digital dollar using an enterprise-grade private variant of Ethereum known as Quorum. Interesting. I got to save this. All right. Let me stop sharing screen. Well, I got excited. Faye says, where can we get this article? Faye, I will post it in our Telegram group. Yeah, let me copy this. So I will post it in our Telegram group right here for you guys. Those of you who say, I want to be in the Telegram group, you got to be a founding member or one of our paid members. Get the inner circle, get the VIP, register for the 5-day challenge, become a VIP, you get in our private Telegram group. All right. Oh, I wasn't even sharing screen there. Okay. All right. So, wow, that was a lot. This has been an exciting week in crypto. A week from this Monday is, wait, let me make sure the calendar's right, because we've got Thanksgiving coming up this week, right? Yeah. So a week from this Monday, the 28th, is the next 5-day challenge. So all you have to do, if you are not part of the 5-day challenge, all you have to do is register. Get back to whoever invited you here, and they will give you a link to register, or you want to go to ilcachallenge.com. ilcachallenge.com. This is technically the last 5-day challenge of 2023. 22, because the next one will be the first week of 2023, right after New Year's. So that's going to be kicking off the brand new one. So you don't want to miss out on this. You want to invite as many people as you can. Now's the time to be focusing on education while the markets seem to be in a tailspin, when it's actually an opportunity, if you know how to look at it. If you want to be a part of our inner circle, because our next crypto talk is going to be on Monday, this coming Monday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, on ilcasecrets.com. That's our private group. What you saw today, we cover daily and in more detail from what you saw today. So you don't want to miss out on this information. This is what keeps you in the know, in the flow. Also, things are changing in 2023 with ILCA. We have a lot that we're adding to our packages. 3 main packages are going to cover $69.99 or $199 a month. And you're definitely going to want to be a part of that because I'm putting more money in how much money you can make. How would you like to be able to make an extra $400 a month? What about an extra $4,000, $10,000, $100,000? How would you like to make $1 million in 12 months? You want to know how? If you're an influencer, you have 1,000 people go through ILCA. Do you know how much they're spending? Like $1,600. It's as easy as that. So over the course of 12 months, where you're trying to get people to drop 5,000 and 10,000 on all these other projects that you don't know if they're going to be here long or not. Focus on the education first. Now, who is that Facebook user that says, "What's up, bro?" Because you're showing up to me as a Facebook user, so I don't see your name. But I can't stress the importance of crypto education. What's coming up in, well, about 30 minutes from now, the company that I just told you I made $100,000. Richard Duncan, what's happening, Mr. Forex? So what's coming up, how I made 100K in a week is in 30 minutes. Send me a private message if you want to hop on that Zoom, and I'll get that over to you. But there's a lot of exciting things taking place. 5-day challenge is a week from next Monday. Also, the next 5-day challenge after that, we're going to be covering something different. I'm going to have lessons in the NFTs and metaverse, kicking off the brand new year. NFTs and metaverse. I'm almost finished with the DeFi now. NFTs are finished. Metaverse will be the last one I finish, and I got to do that before the year is out. So we're preparing for 2023. I want to be able to put money in your pockets. If you are an influencer, guess what? You just want 6 figures. 100 people through ILCA. 100 people is $100,000 over 12 months. Selling picks and shovels, regardless of what the price of crypto is doing. I had to explain this to my dad. It doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin is doing. If you're educated in this community, you know how to make money. So I will see the rest of you in 30 minutes. I will not be doing anything tonight that I have scheduled. Last minute something could change, but I won't be doing anything tonight. So the next time you see me will be tomorrow night. I will be doing an ILCA opportunity presentation, Zoom. That'll be Zoom style. ILCA opportunity Zoom tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and it will be a Zoom. So send me I will have that Zoom link posted on my Facebook page, or you can send me a private message for that. If you want to learn more about ILCA, what we have going on, if you want to share it with others, if you want to understand the new packages that I have coming out, how you can be a part of that for 2023 to get yourselves ready to go. So with that, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. I apologize for me I don't apologize at all for going off on a tangent and getting excited, because this is real. And like I said, the crypto storm is coming 1 week from today. If you're not educated, you're going to lose most, if not all, of your crypto, like all those people in FTX did. But you guys didn't, because I said it 2 weeks ago to tether all your money. Move your money off of exchanges. It pays to be educated. Education is key. Education is everything. Take care. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.